In the midst of the turbulent political situation in South Africa in the 60s, Shope went into exile where she received military training as a member of Umkhonto weSizwe, the ANC's armed wing. At the time, she spent time in Zambia, Botswana, Tanzania and other countries.
A very happy birthday to Mam Shope. We wish you a beautiful day, a healthy, long, happy life. Looking forward to celebrating your centenary next year. Enjoy your day.
Upon her return from exile, Shope continued to serve as one of the prominent ANC leaders. From 1991 to 1993, she was the president of the ANC Women's League.
Happy birthday to Mam Getty. I was hoping that I would actually go to her birthday celebration in Botswana. But I also, Sophie, want to tell you that Mam Getty was my father's teacher. And when my teacher met her after many years, he just gave her one look and said, "That's Miss Moeketsi." And I was like, "No, it is Gertrude Shope." He said, "No, she was Miss Moeketsi before she was Mrs. Shope." It was so interesting because when Moeketsi looked at my father, she said, "This is Michael." And of course, they started talking about back in the day when she was his teacher. But Mam Getty has been a true leader to all of us, not just to women, but in particular to women. It has been Mam Getty who has helped the ANC and the ANC Women's League to claim its space in the politics of South Africa. I mean, it has not always been the best space that the ANC Women's League has occupied, but by and large, it has played its role and still has a big role to play in the future of South Africa. So we salute her for having played that role, for having nurtured the younger women who grew up to become ministers and lawyers and many other women as we know them today. It was because of people like Mam Getty who encouraged them to be who they are. So congratulations, Mam Getty. I wish I could get to that age.
Even when she retired, Shope continued to be active in pushing for women to be recognized and to hold senior positions in the government and in the ANC. First Deputy ANC Secretary General Nomvula Mokoena says women such as Shope have set good examples as leaders at a time when the country is facing many challenges.
Turning 99 is something that is not a minor issue. It's something that for Shope, who has been fondly known as Shope for all the years, an ex-combatant of Umkhonto weSizwe of the African National Congress and our alliance. It's something that is worth celebrating by imparting information about who this Gertrude Shope is, one of the recipients of Isitwalandwe, the highest honor that the ANC bestows upon its members. It is something that also makes some of us to reflect on how best we build and strengthen the women's movement in this country. We make sure that the ANC Women's League becomes relevant in the structures of the ANC and that women in the ANC continue to fight against patriarchy and work together with our men folk in the ANC towards the total emancipation of women, and recommit all of us that she can't be living in a country where gender-based violence and femicide has now been put as another pandemic, and where unemployment, poverty and inequality has a face of a woman. A lot has been achieved. We are quite grateful that we're standing on the shoulders of Obomamu Gertrude Shope, who led us in the times of legality and in the times of illegality. It will be quite important that in her lifetime, she must see the ANC rebranding itself, repurposing itself, and becoming the ANC that is committed towards the emancipation of women.
Shope is now spending time with her daughter, Gertrude Shope, who is a South African diplomat in Botswana.
It will be exactly 99 years that our mother, Gertrude Shope, would have been born. So we are celebrating her 99th birthday, and really we'd like to say thank you to all of you who have been sending us messages and wishing her a very happy birthday. We really, really appreciate you all. So many of you have sent such beautiful messages. You are sending flowers. We really, really appreciate it.
All of you,
Thank you.
I thank you all for wishing me a very happy birthday.
Her other daughter, Lindol Shope, says it is through her mother's support that they as children became active in politics.
Thank you so much for being a mom to so many children. Everywhere we go, everybody says, oh, Mashope Kimewaka, oh, you gave us so many siblings. Thank you so much for making us love our country and love our continent. And accordingly, the way you welcomed your son-in-law, Ibrahim Suma, was really beautiful because it just showed your love and our love for our continent, Africa. Thank you so much for being a leader, a true leader, and showing us leadership in action. Firstly, by making sure that you support all of us in the service of our country through the African National Congress. The late Austin Tombi, the late Lennon, and then Oshila, and Taninga, and myself, who were either public servants or public representatives, and it's something that you were very strict about, making sure that we do justice. Finally, let me say thank you very much for showing us what being a Democrat means. You received very well the news when I said I was leaving the African National Congress and going to be part and parcel of the Congress of the People. You did not prejudge me, you just said to me, that's what democracy is about, and if that is how you feel, you support my decision. When I got married to Mangoba, who came from the Pan-Africanist Congress, you also showed your love for South Africa. You welcomed him into our family and said that all of us, just like the different churches and religions in South Africa can work together, we should be able to work together. You therefore would be very supportive of the government of national unity under the leadership of the President Ramaphosa, because you've always believed that all South Africans should be working for the good of South Africa. All good South Africans should be working together. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and happy birthday.
I spoke to Shope in 2017.
All the countries that we came from, we didn't even know their languages, how to speak them. We had to be taught, or somebody had to translate. That's how we got to. But the women of those places taught us that a person is a person because of other people.
Sophie Mokoena, SABC News, Johannesburg.